Sitting on a train, I find, gives me time to think and to reflect on life, my calling, my ministry, and where I sense that God is leading me. I was attending my Ministers in Training interview in March 2016, and I was on the train up to Malvern from London, Paddington, and I sensed God beginning to birth extra learning, developing my skill sets, developing my understanding of the Bible and the Scriptures, and I felt a sense of Regents, Theological College. I held some discussions with my senior pastor, Pastor Colin Dye, and he encouraged me actively on this. So we did some exploring around that, and we found that about 18 months after this, Regents Theological College would begin context-based learning. Initially, on a personal level, I found it a little daunting sitting in a classroom because it had been 15 years since I'd sat in a classroom. And so just the big challenge for me was, did I have the discipline? And I found that I did. But then it's not just that, it's, do you feel sufficiently capable? But having the faculty, having the on-site pastors and ministers available to speak with on an informal basis and interact with helped me in my thinking, and I was able to navigate that and overcome that. And that for me has proved enormously encouraging. There is that sense of community. We do mingle with the campus-based students, first years interacting with the second years and third years. Everyone just all is a big melting pot in together, and there's just that sense of community. There's that sense of love and care. Relationships are forged. I've had a great awareness of new friendships within the Elam movement. I definitely think that in a local setting, at least, the senior pastor or the leadership team of that church would be able to identify people that are serving maybe at a volunteer basis, maybe they're on the staff, people who are demonstrating leadership in the youth, for example. There's a youth leadership track that they could explore and look at, and be able to encourage them that for this season, maybe they could look at context. And rather than just go, well, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or I don't have the resources, or I don't have the opportunities, just begin to navigate what the next 3 years could look like for that student, for that minister, and be able to start investing into them, start breaking down maybe some of the more obvious or blatant excuses that they could present, and actually help chart a path that could ensure that they could go.